rational number? What is a rational number? Any number expressed as a fraction. That is a rational number. Now, that means what type of exponents am I going to have? I'm going to have fractional exponents now. It is not as hard as what you think, okay? Here's the biggest thing that you need to remember. Power over root. The power goes on the inside with variable. Your root is what goes inside the check mark. Goes in your root symbol. And what do I mean by that? I mean it goes right here. Okay? It's a very easy concept. That's exactly what it is. Okay? Now, with that said, let's do some examples. X to the 2/3 power. What does that mean? X to the 2/3 power. Power over roots. What does that mean? X goes right here. What goes on the X? The 2 goes on the X. What goes in the root? The 3. You're done. You're done. What about this? 2y raised to the 3/4. Now I have 2y on the inside cubed, and the 4th root goes here. Now, can I simplify that on the inside? I absolutely can, because the 2 and the 1 are different bases, which means that 3 goes to what? To each of them. So that's 2 cubed, y cubed. And what is 2 cubed? Y cubed. Do we see that, yes or no? Power over root. The power goes on the inside. I kept the parentheses around it because there were 2 different bases. I distributed the 3 into each one of the bases, exponents, and then I multiplied 2 cubed to get 8. Do we all see that, yes or no? Okay, how do I simplify? Before I do that, let's go backwards. Write each as a base with rational exponent. Okay? For example, oh, it is x to the 2/4, but would I accept that answer? Power over root? What is x to the 2/4? 1/2. So this is actually x to the 1/2, which is the same thing as what, folks? What is x to the 1/2 actually? What is x to the 1/2 actually? The power goes with the 1. The check mark gets the root, so that's going to be 2. Do I need to put that there? So these are equivalent. Do you see that the x to the 1/2 is the same thing as the square root of x? Do we get that, yes or no? Let's do it one more time here. Let's do the square root of 6a to the 4th. Write it down just like everybody else. I'm getting a little ahead. Okay, so what's this going to be? 6a to the what? Power is what? And the root is? Notice the parentheses are there? So now what is 4 divided by 2? So this is going to be 6a squared, which is actually going to be 36a squared. Do we see that? Okay. We're not done. Because I gave you a worksheet. And it's one-sided. I can do anything. Okay, problems 1 through 12 is exactly what I just did. Problems 1 through 6, let's do number 1. How do I do x to the 4/3? Write each expression in radical form. So what's that going to be? X to the 4th, and then the bottom number goes inside the cube. Inside the check mark, I mean. That's it. Do we understand 1 through 6? We good? All right, 7 through 12. Let's do number, I did number 10 already. Number 11. End of the 4th. How do I write that with a rational exponent? Power over root says its n to the power is 4 over root, which is 5. So is 1 through 12 really brain-busting experiences going on? The decimals are not hard. I need to get to the bottom. Make them into fractions, yes. All right, number 14. It says to simplify 64 to the 1/2. So take it out of rational exponent, and how do I write it? Power over root. So here's the 64. What's the power? The 1 goes there. The 2 goes on the inside, so it's understood to be a 2 there. So what is the square root of 64? Done. Make sense? Let's move on to number 17. Negative 5 to the 1/3 times negative 5 to the 1/3 times negative 5 to the 1/3. Do they have the same base? So what do you do with all those exponents? No, they're all attached by multiplication, so you add the exponents. So that's 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3, and how many thirds do I have up there? 3/3, so that's 3 over 3, which is going to be 1. So my answer is simply negative 5. Does that make sense? 22. 12 to the 1/2 times 27 to the 1/2. Take it out of fractional exponent form and write it as a radical. So how do you do that? 12 to the 1st, the square root of that. 27 to the 1st, square root of that. Do we see that? Notice I took it out of that form. So we've already seen this problem. The square root of 12 is going to be what? 4 times 3. The square root of 27 is going to be 9 times 3. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9 is 3. So now, multiply the outside numbers. What's that give you? Multiply the inside, gives you 9. Square root of 9 is 3 to give you 18. Have a great day. This is your homework. I want this into me tomorrow, and last night's homework finished completely. Have a great day.